Good things come to those who wait, but better things can be gained by those who go out and get them. My friends, each and every day, 10 to 15 minutes following these stock charts, learning by doing, practice trading, then fractional trading. You can do this. Just put in the time and energy, and we're not asking for a lot of it, but we are asking for consistency. If you don't do consistency, you're going to get nothing. And don't worry about how long it takes, my friends. Once you master the charts, you will make up for all the time you ever spent. Let's jump into these charts. We're going to start, of course, on the S&P 500. Everything up for the day except bonds, down about 1%. We see where the S&P 500, I remember checking the charts earlier this morning. I tell you to check the charts 2 times a day, about mid-morning, late morning, something like that. And then about an hour or so before the market closes. That's pretty much what I like to do. I could see where it's down in the morning, but they popped back up in the afternoon to end the day. This is on the S&P up 0.39%. And we see things had blown through earlier in the week, starting on Wednesday morning through the 200 EMA, heading up nicely. We look at where we are on the 2-day. It turned over green on the STC, still below the 200 EMA, but heading up. And of course, the weekly has been green for a while on the STC, is above the 200 exponential moving average. So, all things being equal, the market does tend to move in the direction of the largest chart. And it is doing that. So we will keep our eye on things and see how this year continues to develop. The Q's up even a little more, has more to gain. You see it's not pushed through the 200 EMA yet. Again, some indecision in the morning, popped up some in the afternoon, 0.69%. Green on the STC, like the S&P. 2 days ago, we saw things on the last 2-day chart. We saw things flip over into the green on the STC, still well below the 200 EMA, and you can see how we hit a little bit higher high during the course of the latest 2-day candle. And on the weekly, it's green on the STC and trying to push up and through. It did before and then fell back down. Price did, trying to push through the 200 EMA. So we'll see. Stocks are starting off the year decently, and we'll see how far they can go. Bonds started off decently also, pulled back some over the course of the day. Up in the morning, pulled back in the afternoon to end down 0.94%. You can see that where things popped up in the morning. Didn't get quite as well, maybe. Let's see. The high on that prior afternoon candle on Thursday, 107.80. 107.79, so within a penny in the morning, and then fell off in the afternoon, down 0.94%. Still above the 200 EMA, green on the STC. Of course, we're well below the 200 EMA on the 2-day, but we've had, what is that, 5 2-day candles of up movement. And of course, green on the STC. It flipped over a few candles ago. And green on the STC on the weekly, still well below the 200 EMA there. You know, bonds trundled down for a long, long time, have popped up on those 2 prior occasions. And this time, who knows where we're a-going. But that's where we ended the week. Now we go to gold. Gold is just a banging up. We can see where gold was. Let me take off the auto here so I can pull this down for you. We can see where gold was up in the morning, a little further up in the afternoon, up 1.20%, well above the 200 EMA, green on the STC. Look at that 2-day chart as it just shoots up. Again, green on the STC, green on the candles, well above the 200 EMA. And on the weekly, look at that climb. Oh, didn't mean to pull that away. I will not save this because I just screwed that up. Trying to pull, there we go, the chart up. Look at that. When gold blew through the 200 EMA back in early November, it has just jacked up week after week after week. We were waiting for gold, and it is beautiful to see it gaining. It's got a ways to go till it hits that prior high back in early March. That was a high of 193.30. High so far, 178.83. So maybe it'll hit there and go even higher. Who knows? It's where we are on gold. Lastly, we will go to Bitcoin. This is the Bitcoin futures. And again, we'll take a look at that. Where is it? Well, overall for the week, we can see first green up candle, nice solid green, no wick on the bottom, moving up strong, beautiful. Ended the week at 1991, a high during the week of 1991. So it ended on the high. So quite nice to see Bitcoin recovering after down in the 15s. We can, of course, see all of the losses that Bitcoin has taken. It is moving up nicely. That's good to see. We look at the 2-day chart. We can see sort of this bowl here as it is recovering. How much further will it go up? Are the doldrums over for Bitcoin? Well, you know, for those of us who have a little bit of a trust issue with Bitcoin, we shall wait and see. You can, of course, see the good news is over the course of the day pushing through the 200 EMA, which puts us on the road on this half-day chart of Bitcoin recovering. Now, there's a lot more to happen, and we will be here tuning in and watching it as it occurs before, of course, all the Bitcoin crash and burn. Even during it, where we had those lulls where Bitcoin started to move up some, we did some successful practice trades. We will hope to be engaging in that in the future if it offers itself to us. We appreciate our Patreon members, of course, always. We appreciate you. We love to hear from you. Don't hesitate to reach out to us, cw@chartingwealth.com. Patreon members, thank you so much for your support. And if you are interested in Patreon membership, remember the first big thing you get is a 3-part series, Options Made Simple, The Charting Wealth Way, plus our weekly vertical crossovers. We look for 20 every week for practice trading, along with charting cryptos and commodities. God bless, my friends. All the best from the whole team at Charting Wealth World Headquarters.